What's up, Throdle? Do you want to check out one of the most aggressively designed Mini Coopers? Well, keep on watching, as today, you're in for a ride. Hi, I'm Nadine, the co-founder of Throdle, and today I'm in San Jose with Tom.
Hey, I'm Tom, and this is my 2011 Mini Cooper S, and I'm going to show you how I designed it to look more aggressive, and then let's go and drive.
Okay, so when you look at it from the front, it almost looks like an eyeball here. But what have you done here? This is vinyl?
Yeah, this is vinyl because I didn't want to have to paint over the light, and I didn't want to risk messing any lights up. This way it's still safe and it still looks good, because that's also important. So the JCW, it actually has a different styling of the front bumper altogether. So what's different is these brake vents are in a different spot on them. The fog lights are shaped a bit different, but that's the main part.
So you put in the front lip yourself?
Yeah, and it's actually meant for the first generation of Minis, not the second one, but it still just fits. They designed the cars pretty similar. And I kind of like to treat it as a front bumper saver because I'm kind of low. So for the suspension, I also have a rear sway bar in the back, which you can kind of see if you look in the wheel well. It's that piece of red metal.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, okay. Now, have you ever tried fixing your car and you ran into some issues?
I did. I was actually installing a new diverter valve on the turbo down there. And what happened was the bolts they gave me, I guess they just weren't that nice quality, because I was tightening one, the ratchet just slipped and it went forward and the bolt snapped inside the turbo. I tried drilling it out, I tried taking everything out of here, but it didn't work. So then I had to pull the turbo out of the car and drill it out and rethread it.
So did you ever find the bolt?
I did find the bolt, and then I decided to go to the Mini dealership, see if I could claim my warranty for it. I had a great service advisor, and he actually covered the cost of the diagnosis that they always have to run. I'm just glad I didn't have to pay a couple $100 in diagnosis, but I just wish they would have given me a new turbo and not say wait for it to blow up.
Tell me a little bit more about Minis of the Bay.
Sure. So Minis of the Bay is actually a group that me and Andrew started together. We just kind of got tired of not seeing a bunch of Minis around here. And we're like, we want to get more Minis out here. We never see them. And now we have a big group. We have like 25 plus cars in it. And whenever we organize drives, we usually get around 20 people to come out. So it's pretty fun having just the road taken over by Minis and you're just driving around.
So I can kind of take a guess on what you're trying to accomplish here. Are you trying to tell everybody this is the loudest Mini around?
Yeah, it's kind of funny because before I got this plate, people would hear this car before they see it and they'd just be so confused. I kind of wanted to explain it to everyone and kind of just take away the confusion and just kind of see their face when I'm driving by. It's pretty funny.
How'd you get interested in cars?
So when I was growing up, I had a lot of Hot Wheel toys that I really liked. And I guess that kind of sparked it. And then when I started getting older, I'd say maybe like 7th or 8th grade, I kind of just found a YouTube video about cars and I was like, that seems kind of interesting, so I started watching it. So I just kind of kept reading and learning and kind of figuring it out till I got this thing.
So I know you do a lot of your own work. How did you learn how to do this stuff?
So my dad is a really big handyman, and growing up I would help him like fix stuff and watch stuff with him. And so I've always just kind of been messing with things, and it's kind of the same principles.
So you told us a little bit about Minis on the Bay. Do you belong to any other car clubs?
I do. I'm actually part of Redline Specialists. We're another big car club in the Bay. Whereas Minis of the Bay, even though I've started it and I like where it's going, it's still considered pretty small, like, 20 cars.
So what's it like to drive this car?
It's all smiles, really. It's so much fun because you feel connected to the road all the time whenever you're driving. And you just can't be sad when you're driving it because it just makes all of the right noises, the turbo blow-offs, the intake noises, the exhaust note, and the pops.
And it's really nice that it's a manual, because I know a lot of people have the 6-gear auto, but this one's way better to have manual, isn't it?
Exactly. Manual, it's so much more fun. You're more connected again, and it was just so much more drama when you're driving hard.
So what's next for the car? What are you gonna do?
So right now I'm waiting up to buy new wheels and tires, and then I can finally start tracking the car because everything's where I want it to be for a good starting point.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm gonna start really doing some big race car mods, like new bucket seats, harnesses, maybe put a half cage in the back.
Wow, okay. Do you take it to any tracks?
Not yet, but right now I'm planning on taking it up to Thunderhill. Thunderhill's a great one, and there's no walls there, so you don't have to worry about track insurance.
Okay. Thanks, Tom. I've had a great time riding around in your Mini today. How can people keep in touch with you?
So you can keep in touch with me on the Throdle app. You can ask me any questions about how to join Minis of the Bay or anything else Mini related. I'd be happy to answer.
So please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you get notified when we upload new content. So thanks for watching, and join us next time as Throdle's driving connections and fueling experiences.
See you later.